First, talk us through about the Koin system, what it does.
It's my kind of passion child use of it is being able to be inputting all of the data, right? So we keep pre and middle and post kind of assessment measures of clients and how their progress is tracking and video, and let AI process that data for trends and markers. And these are the markers of what improved in what increments, to where we can then really get more specific and fine-tuned and direct about producing results quickly for people and refining the process's effectiveness.
Hello, welcome back with another episode of Second Brain, AI-powered business thinking. I'm your host, Vimal Patel from RoundTechSquare. Today we have a guest in-house, Kim Prince. She's from LA, California, and she's owner of a Koin Systems. We're gonna learn a lot about Koin Systems, as well as a lot of questions related to IT, technology and AI, the way they're used. Hello, Kim. Thank you very much for being over here. Thank you for that.
Hello. Thank you for having me.
Beautiful. So let's just start with the question. First, talk us through about the Koin system, what it does.
Koin Systems is a creation of my 30 years of experience and my husband's 30 plus years of experience, bringing together neuro movement, kind of how the body moves through specific movement sequences to improve brain function, improve nervous system fitness, with mental performance, right? With the mindset tools, the performance systems, habits, strategies on how to optimize outcomes and productivity. And it's kind of the merge of the two, being able to address the nervous system from the body up and from the mind down, from the brain down, in one comprehensive kind of 12-week system of twice-a-week sessions, both in person and virtually, where you can either do it on your own schedule, do it yourself, or we do it with you and kind of walk you through that customized version of optimizing performance, whether that's for challenges that you're having around anxiety, ADHD, degenerative neurological challenges, or you're just a high performer and you're looking for that edge to be, that 0.5% better than everybody around you to hit a new level of performance. And we also do a lot of work in populations of neurodiversity with kids, with the young adult population that struggles with some neurodiverse challenges. And yeah, it's the beauty of it is we all have the same nervous system that works the same way. So we can take a lot of these foundational tools and really help a lot of people with the same protocol. So that's what we do.
Wow. Okay. So 30 years of experience of two people who are genius about their business and niche market. They are going to coming up with something like this. It's gonna be terrific. So thank you very much for the insight about the Koin system. The next question would be, how are you using technology in terms of making this success or doing this dream work for a mankind, for a human body, and then for a mental health of the people?
We're using it in a lot of different ways. I think a couple of the biggest ones for us are, number one, the training curve to get other people the right knowledge base to be able to help more people is kind of high, right? I mean, like I said, this is 20, 30 years of clinical expertise that's very hard to transfer quickly to the next set of hands to expand how we can help. But being able to take that and record myself and put my information in through technology and AI and create virtual programs then allows us to scale a lot faster at a much more accessible price point for a lot of people, right? We live in LA and there's a lot of services here and a lot of fiscal resources for people to pursue one-on-one services. There's a whole lot of this country and this world that don't have that. So that was one of our big goals for how to use technology, was to take our expertise and be able to package it in a way that it could be more accessible at a better price point for people to be able to kind of DIY their way through their own neuroperformance program, like they have the one-on-one clinician expert in their pocket, but without the price tag and the time constraints of that. So that's been a huge piece of it. One of the other, I'm sorry. I was just going to keep on going.
It's no. It's perfectly correct the way you said that with the use of technology to have everything available and handy. It's just amazing in terms of knowing that what kind of data and what kind of tools you'll be using to do this thing. It is wonderful. I mean, the second thing you were about to say something maybe more interested with the AI and everything, I guess.
think the next one is, it's my kind of passion child use of it, is being able to be inputting all of the data, right? So we keep pre and middle and post kind of assessment measures of clients and how their progress is tracking. And video of them doing the movement where we can see changes to how their body is postured and how it's moving, and being able to take all of that aggregate data over hundreds and hundreds of clients and let AI process that data for trends and markers and all of the nuances of, here's where we're seeing there seems to be a gap where this isn't being addressed. Here's the trend we're seeing out of 300 people. These are the markers of what improved in what increments, to where we can then really get more specific and fine-tuned and direct about producing results quickly for people and refining the process's effectiveness much more quickly than me sitting and combing through. I mean, I think probably it's been 15 years ago that I did a randomized double-blind control study with UCLA's early childhood partial hospitalization program. And I remember sitting there with stacks of evaluation forms and looking at data and analyzing trends. And I'm still not even sure if we got the results that we think we got. Yeah, exactly. So being able to look at that and aggregate data and then really identify the trends, the places to focus on tweaking, what is this really effective at, and get it into the hands of those people that is really going to help the most. Those are the things that I think are really, really exciting with what data input into AI can do to get more targeted, specific, effective help to people.
Wow. Okay. So I think what I'm learning and hearing right now is that the data is a key into this niche market. And then the way those tools and those software process the data, demonstrate such a nice way, which gives you a lot of insights, reporting, analytics. And then, it kind of makes sure data, or I mean, with the use of the data, make sure kind of work more smooth. And then, you have a better visibility, you have accuracy, you have speed, you have a lot of clarity in terms of having the right data with the use of tools. So that's I guess it's one of those main core use of technology, and the way you are using it, that's phenomenal. So that's very nice. The follow-up question, it would be, is there anything you kind of like, over the period of time with the brand kind of helped you a lot, saying that if the technology was not there, then certain of these tasks or these automations will become very, impossible for you to perform, or that, kind of take a use of it. But with the use of technology, it went very well. So what are those points which you kind of, utilize with the use of tech?
Well, the business that we have running is essentially human employees, is just myself and my husband. But because of the use of tech, we've been able to automate so many processes, automate so much of the operational component, the onboarding, the tracking of even like session count and payment collection, and all of the things that are behind the scenes to the operations of the business have been able to be really, really streamlined with technology. And that's what has allowed us to build a lifestyle business that allows us to still continue to be present for our family. We have 7 little girls, right, who are 11 and under, so still need a lot of attention. If we weren't able to leverage business in this way, either somebody else would have to be coming in and raising our kids for us, because we wouldn't be able to be doing both things simultaneously.
Indeed.
Or, the business and being able to pursue these entrepreneurial endeavors would have had to get shelved for some more 9-to-5 kind of job, where at least the hours were set and we knew we could just show up for a paycheck, and that kind of life that had the predictability and hour cap to it. So it's definitely made the operational side of administrative paperwork, scheduling, session tracking, payment collections, all of those things very doable and automated, so that just the two of us can run a pretty decent business and still be present for raising our family and being engaged parents in the process.
Wow. Okay. So that's very, very crazy to find out, saying that two entrepreneur having the brand, having the family of 7 kids, see use of a lot of softwares and tools. To see the way this portray the whole system is, it does all the human work in the back, with the accuracy and efficiency, of course, but at the same time take care of the business also with a lot of integrity and positivity. At the same time, the family is taken care as well. that whole mechanism, that whole kind of combination is just awesome, because it's very hard, it's very tough, because it's very complicated in a way to kind of take care of small stuff and then put it out there, where smartly using the softwares and tool and have automations doing wonderful job. Okay, very good. I mean, that's terrific. Now the following question will be, okay, so now you have used all these tools, you have put it very nicely in your business. Now, it one thing, if I may ask, saying that what is next, like in terms of if something is missing, or if you say that, okay, hey, I dream about this thing, that this particular process or this particular scenario or a situation can be still has an option to fix by the use of tech and AI, which is not happening right now with you, maybe, or maybe multiple scenarios. If you can just, tell us more about it, saying that if there is any which you love to fix it with the use of tech.
Well, I think one of the biggest hurdles that we've had, I, for many, many years, had traditional occupational therapy clinic kind of open, and there's, enough evidence-based practices and data that says, yes, we trust this approach and these therapeutics as an acceptable intervention. I think anytime something slightly new, even based in similar sciences, but little tweaks and updates, often hits the wall of, well, prove it. That sounds great, but prove it. And I think that is the case for a lot of proactive wellness-based services. A lot of times they get put in there with, crystals and woo-woo, and
Yes,
maybe
it's
this
true.
works and maybe it doesn't.
Yes.
But I think there are a lot of things that do have real benefits and validity. So it's actually a project that we're getting ready to start May 1st, where we are going to be collaborating with Dr. Vernon Williams from Cedars-Sinai Curlin, and turning the second floor of Curlin and Job's tower into a research and training hub for neuroperformance. And we're going to be able to use these technologies to actually pair and stack different proactive wellness. Maybe we call them alternative neuro-based services, and combined with literal wearable technology, measurable biological data, as well as some of the smart tech interaction, like interactive treatment modalities. But essentially, we're going to be able to take different alternative wellness practices and catch the data and track the treatment, where we can have hard data in real time of what stacks and combinations of services are producing what results, to be able to put real data in real time behind this particular combination of things seems to work best. Do this service first for 12 weeks, do that service next. If you want bang for your buck, this is what's working, this is what isn't, and be able to kind of cut through the fluff and go top of the line, cutting edge. If you want your brain at peak performance, here's what it is. This is the combo. Here's the data to support it. And I think it's going to be really helpful at building trust for some new things
Okay.
into the
Makes
market,
sense.
and
Yes.
giving some practitioners who are doing really great work a little more legs to stand on to really help more people without the wall of, do you actually know what you're talking about, or is
That's
this
right. Okay.
just some junk?
Okay. Okay. No, nice. So,
So
so like you say that cut the all those kind of a fluff, and then have the real data, and then do all those research. So I think what I'm learning right now is that still there is a lot of things to be done into these studies and into this R&D of this whole process, and then tech can still come in the picture, and then do it better job with a lot of compliances protocols, as well as a lot of maybe like honesty, and the integrity of the whole service and system, and then get you the right information and data, which can just kind of you keep building it and then keep providing the best service.
absolutely,
That's
with
that's
that,
amazing.
exactly, getting past that wall of fiscal block, right? Where research in the past that may
That's
have
right.
cost millions of dollars does not now, because of the leverage of technology. So we don't have to have a 50-person research team and a $5 million research grant to get the same real trustable data produced. So I'm excited
Okay.
about it.
Wow, wow. Okay, so you must have heard the word or phrase called AI will take your job. If you don't learn AI, or if you don't learn the technology, you will be left behind. Now, it seems like in your field, or in this particular wellness, and then this medicine, I mean the medical science brands and then industry, I assume that's not the case because, you're smartly leveraging the tech and AI. AI will not replace efforts and expertise of yours, but at the same time, it's just kind of like, do better and better for humanity and then mankind. So what are your thoughts about that famous word saying that AI will take my job, AI will take everybody's jobs like that?
I have yet to see AI produce a result that you haven't already been able to figure out yourself, right? Like you're not going to go in ChatGPT and have it create something for you that you've never proven successful yourself.
Yeah.
But
Makes sense, yes.
when you have a proven process, you have a proven system, you have something that works, it can help you scale faster, build bigger, reach farther, do it more effectively, do it with less cost, and all of those things. But that's where my experience up to this point, that's kind of where I land, is it is a really effective tool if you put the right inputs into it to help you do what you need to do. If you don't have it doesn't just work on its own. It's not a human that can sit there and create from nothing, right? It's not going to find original ideas and suddenly decide to put them into the market. Somebody is going to have to leverage it to initiate and use it to produce. So I think as long as you are creating and producing, the human aspect is always going to be necessary. But you would be wise to take it on so that you are one of the humans who are actually able to scale and grow and effectively move forward with it.
Yeah, no, that's very nicely said because what people tend to forget saying that we make AI, we make technology, but at the same time, the person who's putting the prompt has to be human, number one, and number two, what they see as a result on a screen with the research and analytics and reporting, they have to be also smart enough to understand that what to rely on, what to not, and then how to check and then balance and stuff like that. So human brain and human always required, never going to be replaced because we are the people who create we are the people who create the aeroplane and the robots. So, and we are the people who's going to use it. So it has to be, it will be there, doesn't matter what. And then leaders like yours, when you say something like that, then, it gives a lot of motivations and a lot of clarity in the people like us who are creating those things, saying that, okay, hey, we just need to make sure that there is a line, there is always, you need to follow that because the human will be the people who will be using it. So very nice. So that takes me towards the end of the conversation. I mean, we learned a lot about the Koin Systems, what you guys are doing, and then your roadmap of going and then doing more and more research. It's a wonderful journey. If somebody wants to kind of join the cause or join the process of getting the service done, where they can find you, where they can come to you saying that, okay, hey, here we go, and then they wanted to meet you.
Yeah, best bet is to find me on LinkedIn at Kim Prince and be able to find info there. Links to websites or programs or things or direct messages can all stem off of there.
Okay, beautiful. So we can find her on the LinkedIn, and thank you very much for being over here, Kim, and then give us a whole insights about the business, about the journey, tech, AI, and all the stuff. Thank you for being. Till then, next time, thank you very much and have a nice day.
Thank you.